Continue to track the lingering effects of the ice storm that hit today. Still seeing a little rain on exact track radar, even some spots of freezing rain and sleet right along the state line. And that's where we've seen the freezing line set up over the course of this evening. It retreated to the north right into southern Wisconsin, so still getting some ice accumulations. And this stretch of the storm, while much of northern Illinois has just been dealing with a drizzly rain. And you know, we're drying out. You can see drier conditions coming in from Iowa. That should slide through over the next couple hours. We probably won't see too much more in the way of freezing rain to add on to the impressive totals we've had so far today. Rockford Airport measuring almost 4/10 of an inch of ice. Everywhere else about 1/4 of an inch, and that has produced all sorts of issues, especially when it comes to power outages, downed tree limbs and downed power lines. It also is kind of pretty. This is on our 13 Weather Authority photo community on Facebook. Thanks to all the viewers that sent in photos throughout the course of the day. That ice definitely has a neat look to it, as we're seeing all sorts of icicles. It definitely glows when we have all sorts of lights on it. But the side effects, though, that's a lot of weight on things like tree branches, tree limbs, and especially power lines. You get up to 1/2 inch of ice on these structures. You're adding 500 pounds onto these lines or onto these branches. So, of course, they're going to snap or break under all of that weight. Maybe not immediately, but after a couple of hours of trying to deal with that, that's where we're seeing power outages and power issues over the course of not just now, but the rest of the night. We'll have the winds intensify into tomorrow morning, so that's going to add even more stress onto some of these structures. So likely going to wake up tomorrow morning to more branches coming down. Same with those power lines. So we could still see some power outages into tomorrow morning. So that's going to be some of the lingering impacts here into Thursday. Also seeing some slick roads. We're above freezing right now, and that'll help cut down on some iciness on the roads, but still watch out for some slick conditions as we drop back below freezing. That's why we still have ice storm warnings out until 6 a.m. It's going to take a little while for these issues to fully go away. So southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois still under that ice storm warning, and then south of US 20 still under that winter weather advisory for lower amounts of ice, but still watch out for some lingering slick spots into those morning hours. So showers exit tonight. Still watch out for slick roads. We'll continue to keep an eye on the power outages through the night and into tomorrow morning, especially as those winds pick up. That starts blowing around on some of these structures that are already under a bunch of strain. So still could have some issues into tomorrow morning. Afternoon hours, we do see temperatures dropping, but at least the winds calm, and still could see some lingering ice in some spots, but at least we're not adding on to the iciness after tonight. We'll start out the day in the 30s, but again, drop into the 20s by tomorrow afternoon under those blustery conditions. We fall all the way down into the 20s for highs on Friday. Could see a slight chance for snow Friday night. The weekend is milder with some sunshine, and then very mild Monday with a chance for some rain showers. And your most accurate 10-day forecast Wednesday kicks off the month of March. We are looking at mild weather and possibly more activity towards the tail end of next week. Today, despite all the craziness, hit the bullseye at least on the 4-degree guarantee. Cash total up to 26.